Hello and a warm welcome to my YouTube channel where I cover stocks and derivative data on a regular basis. And in this video, I've covered Supriya Lifescience Limited. Supriya Lifescience Limited is a small cap pharma company with a market cap of approx 2000 crores and is into the manufacturing of APIs. It has a return on capital employed of 18.5%, and it's almost got a very negligible debt on equity. Promoters hold 68% approx equity stake. FIIs hold 5.66%, which is fairly high compared to it being a newly listed company, barely 2 years old. And the domestic institutions hold 7.38%. Public holds around 18.5%. Among the non-promoting largest shareholders in the company, the first one is Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund, which owns 3.64%, and Nippon India Mutual Fund, which owns around 2.37% of the stock. Now let's have a look at the charts and let's try to understand what lies ahead for it. Before going into the charts, that's just a quick reminder to those who want to learn harmonic trading patterns, Ichimoku, trading psychology, risk management, which is a very, very crucial part if you want to make it big in trading. And also from an investor's point of view, how do I assess risk? How do I find strength in the market? Which sector is strong? Which stocks are better within a sector? All these are covered in the trading psychology risk management classes, which are going to be 10 sessions live one-on-one with the participant. So it's exclusive, absolutely, no sharing basis. And for all the courses, video recordings are available, plus PDF and hand holding and guidance to clarify your doubts and to confirm your interpretations of the study. So those interested, please go through the link in the description box. And if you have any query, you can shoot out an email to me and I would respond to that. Now let's have a look at. Now, Supriya Lifescience, like I said, is a fairly new company listed and already has a decent amount of FII and DII exposure in it. Listed in somewhere time back in December 2021, where the market had actually peaked out just around that time, around 18,600, and then we saw a sharp correction and then a bounce and then again a sharp recovery. And now you can see that from when the Nifty bounced out, so did this stock. From there, we have seen a reversal in it. Now let's have a look at what the weekly charts are telling us out here in it. Now in the weekly also, structure of making lower lows was taking place with lower high. Now this lower high has been stopped out here. As you can see, the stock has managed to breach above this wall out here, even though not closed above it, but yes, it has breached above this wall, as was being seen prior to that. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, and once again a lower low. So this pattern is now being tried to be violated out here. Now, before I go further down, let me show you where the reversal took place. Was a bullish harmonic ABCD pattern of 50 to 200 ratio, which gave this turnaround in the stock out here, which has been a pretty decent retracement from the lows, which is, and the harmonic terms where we look for a Fibonacci retracement is already around 38%. Now it can go further up to 50 to 60, and a lot more can also happen in that. So now let's try to decode further on how we could look at it going forward. Now, like I said, that this level of 260, where the previous lower high was made, is a crucial one, and the stock is sustaining around it right now at this level right here. So for further upside in the stock, I would be looking for a daily close above this line of 260. If it manages to close above this line, not a trade above it, but close above this line, that it would open for further upside. So from a short-term trading, I would be looking at then 290 odd, where spend a lot of time. and then further up. Now for further upside, let's have a look at what the weekly is suggesting. Where could it go up to? So there is a Ichimoku cloud resistance building around 290, 88 odd, which is the 50% retracement of this move. And also at the same time, at that very zone, I think there is a bearish harmonic ABCD also possible at that particular place. Yeah, at that very point, 50% retracement, we'll have a bearish harmonic also set up out there. So this can be a resistance going forward above 260 to 290. That's a short-term resistance, which could pause this move or give you a smallish pullback, which could happen all the way back to, I would say, 250 odd, or in a worst case scenario 200 odd from there, if it happens. Okay, that's a big question mark out there, that if we see something like this in the stock which goes till here and then does a pullback to 250 to 220 and then attempts another big move up from there. Now, in case this harmonic pattern in the weekly fails to hold the up move, or after a retracement, something to this extent, where, yeah, from here it comes and again goes up, or from here also it starts pushing its way up, the next major resistance for the stock is straight away then at 400 odd out here at 400. So if it can take out this wall of 285 to 90, then either after a dip or straight away, then it would be heading towards this particular zone, which is a huge resistance, 400 for the stock. At 400, if it manages to further push its way up, then it becomes a stock which has got a high potential to make and cross its listing time high of 575, probably even push its way towards 600 at that time. This particular zone would then be an interesting area for the stock. So stock has huge potential to go up, provided it takes out first this resistance of 290. Either it takes it out in one go and pushes its way up. Of course, it could do something like this, go up straight away, do some time pass in this zone, and then hit it up. But the further it pushes its way above 290, the stronger is the potential for the stock to hit 400 and then 600 odd out here. So keep these two levels in mind. One 290, the other 400. And in case of a dip, it could come down to 200 odd out here, which is where the major support now is. As we can see, a lot of activity happened in that zone out there. It will be more clear if I show you the same thing in the daily time frame. Yeah. So you can see it in the daily time frame also that the stock is got this, lot of activity in this area of 200 to 189 here again. And this is a nice Ichimoku base formation at 200. So dips to that would likely see buying coming in because, like I said, FII DI is already into the stock. Unless they start unloading, one should keep an eye on the FII DI stake in the company on quarterly or monthly basis. In case you see more FII DI being added in that, that would also be a positive sign for this stock for further upside. Now, for the downside, in case all these patterns tend to fail and the stock tends to push its way down, then the level of 180 is very crucial for it. Anything below 180 would suggest that all this recovery is not going to work. Then the stock goes into a major downturn for it. So in terms of risk reward ratio, stocks looks quite decent enough. One should keep a monitor and it at these suggested levels, and then accordingly take a likely decision if you would like to take. Now, disclaimer, this is not a trading or an investing advice. This is just a educational video based on harmonic trading patterns and Ichimoku. Please do your research thoroughly before attempting any trade or investment in it, and accordingly manage your risk. I hope this video is of help to you. So don't forget to like it and share and subscribe to the channel. Until then, happy investing.